Hi everybody, welcome to the Waldock Way. I'm Jessica, and today's video is going to be a look inside our August morning basket. Now, in case you missed Emily's American Girl 7th birthday haul, which I will link up here for you guys, she bought a ton of space stuff for her doll because she might be just a little obsessed. So of course, it was no-brainer that our August morning basket would be space themed. So the first things I'm going to show you are a few of our hands-on things that she'll be doing while I do most of our reading. And one of those is the Usborne Astronaut sticker book. So this has a lot of different astronaut scenes and different things that she'll be able to put the stickers on. So it has all these different stickers in them. So that is one of the things that we have for her to use. Then I also have the Playful Days Dough Play-Doh kit in the space themed one. Oops, sorry. So we have these amazing different galaxy Play-Dohs with all these really cool stars and monsters and aliens and some of the astronaut safari tubes and all of these different little galactic pom-poms. I mean, it is just a ton of really, really cool, fun space stuff that she will be able to play with during our morning basket time. For journal, we are still working through our question and answer a day for kids, a 3-year journal. So I will flip to the back here so you guys can see that it is meant to be 3 years worth. And it's just simple questions that you ask your child. We really, really enjoy this. For Bible this month, we will be using Indescribable, 100 Devotions About God and Science, but we will specifically, because we've gone through this a couple times, we will specifically be doing the space ones. So you can see here that they tell you which ones are which, so we'll just be going through the different ones here that relate to space specifically. For logic, we will be going through some of the Professor Noggins from Space. So in case you've never seen these, I'm going to go ahead and turn one around and show them to you. Each card asks 3 questions, an easy and 3 questions on hard. So you decide beforehand. Normally we play easy at the beginning of a unit or the month of a morning basket. And by the end, we try to answer the hard questions. So that is what we'll be using for logic this month. For our read aloud, we will be reading through I Love You, Michael Collins. I haven't read this yet, but I've heard really great things about it. And I also know that it was a Sunshine State reader. So hopefully we really love this one. For Emily to read to me, I have these Usborne Beginners books, or Usborne Beginners, yeah. And we love these. These are also internet linked. We use these a lot. So she'll be reading the solar system, astronomy, sun, moon, and stars, and living in space. We will also be completing this National Geographic Kids Funny Fill-In My Space Adventure. Now, I almost grabbed the Space Mad Libs, but I decided that this would be a change of pace, and it is pretty much the same thing as a Mad Lib. You fill out the different things over here on the side, and then you plug them into your story. The only difference is it's in color. As you can see here, it's sideways versus vertical, and every page has this like fun fact. So I thought that would be really cool for us to have some facts as we went through this. And there's also tons of other topics in the National Geographic's Funny Fill-ins as well. I also have from Usborne the Story of Astronomy and Space. So this reads almost like a storybook, and it goes through the history of astronomy and space. So you can see here we have Watching the Skies, Great Balls of Fire and a Little Ball of Rock, Wonders in Space, Astronomy Through the Ages, A Race into Space, Life in Space, Telescopes and Other Technology, and the Story of the Universe. So we will just be reading through this to give us some backstory and some history. We'll just read like a little section each day. Then I also grabbed from Usborne this 100 Things to Know About Space. So it is just 100 random space facts. So I thought it would just be kind of cool to read 1 or 2 facts a day. So just have like living in the universe. And so that would be one fact. The universe is so big. So I just thought this would be something fun, short and sweet and simple to go through each day. And then my good friend Arlene from Homeschooler by Design posted this, and I knew immediately I had to have it. It's called Poems to Take You into Space and Back Again, The Day the Universe Exploded in My Head. And as much as Emily loves space and poetry, I knew this was one that we had to own. It is absolutely gorgeous. It has these fun illustrations and these super fun poems, and I think it will be an amazing addition to our poetry collection and an even more amazing addition to our morning basket this month. So I may be the most excited about this one. I also have two kind of activity fact books for us to go through. Now, we've actually already done Astronaut Academy last year in November, but we didn't write in it. We did everything verbally, and we didn't get a chance to build the rocket either. We did really, really enjoy the game, though, but I expected us to maybe go through this again or pick some of the different things out that she would enjoy doing a second time. And there's a lot of really, really good information in this. So I figured we would go through this again. And then I also have the Blast Off on a Mission to Explore Space. And we did this one 2 years ago. And this one is really, really cool too. They both kind of have some activities in them and a lot of facts and different like things for you to do and observe, even some experiments. So I thought these would be really fun to go along with our basket this month. And then, of course, I have our stack of Usborne Lift the Flap big books because these are some of our favorite. They're really, really fun, and they have tons of great information. So we have the Lift the Flap very first question and answer, what is the moon? Lift the Flap very first question and answer, what are stars? Lift the Flap first question and answer, what is it like in space? Look inside space. The Lift the Flap question and answers about space. The Big Book of Rockets and Spacecraft. And the Big Book of Stars and Planets. I also have this really, really cool Usborne fold-out solar system. And I'm going to plead right now that Usborne makes more of these because this is the coolest thing ever. So it is literally a fold-out solar system. The entire thing folds out, and it is double-sided. So there's information on both sides. It is really, really cool. Maybe one of my favorite Usborne purchases ever. I also have the printable pack from Growing Brave for the solar system, as well as the constellation, so that we can learn more about those. I'm not sure whether I'll just leave them in one of these folders or if I'm going to put all of these on a binder ring to flip through, but either way, we have all of those to reference. I also have a stack of picture books that we will hopefully get through. If we don't get through these all, that's fine. These are just the ones I'm going to put in the basket. So we have One Giant Leap, the story of Neil Armstrong. National Geographic Kids Night Sky. Looking Up, the Science of Stargazing. Daring Dozen, the 12 Who Walked on the Moon. Moustronaut Goes to Mars. Moustronaut by astronaut Mark Kelly. I think this is actually the first one, and Goes to Mars is the second one. If You Had Your Birthday Party on the Moon. Margaret and the Moon, How Margaret Hamilton Saved the First Lunar Landing. Hidden Figures, the true story of 4 black women in the space race. And I did actually go ahead and get the DVD that goes with this as well for us to watch. Moonshot, the flight of Apollo 11. The Usborne Book of the Moon. And then for reference books for us to have for the whole month, I have the Smithsonian Space, the universe as you've never seen it before, as well as the Welcome to the Museum series, Planetarium. And if you've been around my channel any length of time, you know I don't do anything without some games. So I have a few games that we will be playing throughout the month. This one is the Curious Space Family card game. There's match, quiz, spin through the universe. So this is actually a box of multiple different kinds of games. So it has trivia cards, it has spot it cards, it has spinner cards. There's all kinds of different games within this. I want to say it's maybe 7 different games if I'm remembering it correctly. Maybe only 4. Yeah, 4 different kinds of games. And then this is Constellations Memory. It has this really cool booklet that tells you about all the different constellations and gives you more information on them. And then all of the memory cards are kind of like this really thick cardboard, so they're really nice quality. And then I also have sums in space because I have to make sure that we have some sort of math in our basket, especially during the summer, because during the summer, which August is still going to be summer for us, we pretty much only do our morning basket. I mean, we may do a few other things, but morning basket is the majority of what we do during the summer. So Sums in Space is an addition and subtraction game adventure. If you've ever played Sum Swamp, it is very similar. It's just with a space theme. And the dice in this go up to 10. They're 10-sided dice versus up to 6 like Sum Swamp. The very last thing I have is something that is not even available anymore because I'm pretty sure Kid Wonder went out of business, but I've had this and been saving this for months, probably almost 6 months, and it is the Kid Wonder Space Kit. So it is Let's Play Astronauts. It's kind of like a pretend play kit. So there are different things that she will be doing in here, such as dressing like an astronaut, putting on a space show, training like an astronaut, let's discover the stars, and design a space shuttle. So those are the activities that are in here that she will be doing sometime throughout the month. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any space-tastic resources that I did not include that you think would be a great addition to my morning basket, please let me know in the comments down below because Emily is obsessed and I would love to add more resources. If you have any questions, ask those in the comments down below too, and thanks for watching.